Okay everybody, so today's project is going to be finally involving tackling of the side markers that I can't stand. So what we're going to do is turn the wheel so that I can access the fender, and we're going to remove these, and that's step one. Alright, so once we have the wheel turned, that should be plenty fine just to get this particular one out. What we're going to do is just remove this clip, this clip, this clip, and then there's one right here. We're just going to take these out so that we can move this back a little bit and access the two little screw setups behind there. Now again, I'm just using whatever kind of pry tool. You could probably use a screwdriver, but this thing just always worked out better for me, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. Now that all four are taken off, you're basically gonna just try to get in here, okay? And there's a little tab here that you want it to come out, basically, and that should be more than enough room. So this is gonna be a T25, so we're gonna basically just get up in there. You're gonna have to feel for the hole. Once you get the two T25s out, this should just come right out. And what you're gonna want to do is just unplug the actual light. What I'm going to be doing is wrapping this connector with electrical tape. Some of you might want to just tint these, some of you might want to paint them or swap them, however you go about using this tutorial. Me, I delete them. I don't like side markers, so I'm not plugging these back in. So I'm just going to be removing this, and I'm going to be taping this off with electrical tape, and this is just going to stay in there. So that's how my story ends with that side marker. For what I'm doing right now, it's going to take a day for me to like properly paint these, and I want to give them proper time to dry. So basically what I'm doing is putting these back in, because I'm just going to be driving around for a day or so, no big deal, like this, until I get this done correctly. I just want to start out by saying that this one is a bit of a tricky one to get, especially if the tire's on. The wheel doesn't turn, so it doesn't give you any gap. I didn't do this with the first car, but I'm doing it with this one. I'm going to jack the car up and put it on a stand with the jack still there, take this wheel off, take the side marker off, and then move on. So for this one, we're going to remove that clip, and these two, just so that they're off. I didn't notice that there was a clip here and a clip here. I recommend removing that, because now this whole piece can move a lot more, and you can get your damn paw inside of there, and it's so much easier. We have some sandpaper here. We've got a breathing mask here. Since I am in a garage, I will be opening up the second bay door, yeah, like a fancy shop here, right? I have a drop cloth, specifically just because I like this detailing type cart, and I just want to cover it so I don't get spray paint and primer and all kinds of crazy shit all over the place. We have the 4 side markers. We've got some painter's tape. We have bonding primer, which is what I used on the last side markers. It worked out really well, so stick with what works. And then this is going to be the star of the show. I found this website, Automotive Touch-Up. I believe that's the actual website. So basically I went on the website and told them, hey, I need a color match for my side markers. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to clear everything off of this, And the only thing we're gonna have left is a little bit of water, and we're gonna be doing a little bit of a wet sand scuff, and then we're gonna use this box. And like in my last video, and pretty much anytime I paint something, I'm gonna put holes through the box, attach the side markers with the bolts underneath, and we're gonna paint it on this. So what we're doing here is we're just gonna take a little bit of 2500 and a little bit of 2000 grit sandpaper. So when it comes to these side markers, you really just want to scuff them, like I said, because this is a really slick and glossy surface. It might be a little bit difficult to get the paint to give a good adhesion to. So basically you're just trying to give a uniform haze. If we dry this off here, if you look, do you see how it's got like a more of a matte look? Right in this area you're going to want to do it a little bit more, but not too much, because you know, you don't want to take off the lettering. You don't want to like sand all the lettering down. If you look at the difference so far, just from like a quick pass, so this is where we're going to be heading. I'm going to go over this just a tiny bit more, then I'm going to do the rest of the three. We are going to tape off everything on the bottom here. What we're going to do is take my pick, right? We're going to figure out where we want this, and then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to poke a hole in the box, and then I'm going to go underneath the box. I'm going to take the bolt and I'm going to put that through. So now we've got that going through, right? And then we're just going to go through. So basically what this does is it gives me a chance to have this elevated. And I know it's not going to fall off, and I know the painted area, even if it wobbles a little bit, is not going to touch the box. Once everything's on there, everything's taped off, everything's secured, you're going to take some IPA. I do a 1-to-1 mixture on mine, and you're basically just going to wipe down on a cloth, and basically what you're going to do is, you know, just going to give everything a quick once over. Everything should be nice and clean. You don't want residue from anything on there. If you see anything on the sides, just try to, you know, get rid of it. One thing I recommend, even if you're spraying inside a garage, if you're spraying outdoors, if you're spraying anywhere, just have some kind of little like mask on. Unless you're a huffer, then I mean, I guess you can do whatever the f you want. Alright, we're gonna do a quick update. As per usual, I put about 3 coats of the primer. Right now I'm just going over with some light coats of the color match, and I'm having issues with the stock with the cap that came on the actual can. So we'll see what that does on the second coat, but I don't want to go too heavy. I don't want any drips or anything like that, but for right now, you know, this is what we got. So I've got, look at this shit. Oh, it's trying to go on my floor now. I've had enough. It looks like a goddamn murder scene, but it's freaking everywhere. Look at this. This is this is outrageous. Okay, everybody. Let me just start out by saying a few things, okay? I pride myself on being completely transparent with this channel. I don't want this to be one of those bullshit channels. I want this to be a channel of real stuff and honesty. So when I tell you that this can just effed me up, I'm not even kidding with you. It basically ruined what I was doing right now. So I wasn't gonna put this in a video. I was gonna just scrap this right now and try to play it off like everything in the universe is good, but it's not, because this can sucks. I don't know if it's the company, I don't know if it's the sprayer head, I don't know what the hell went on. Well, actually, no, it's not the sprayer head. That's the stock sprayer head that was bubbling and blowing and kicking ass and throwing freaking period blood looking shit all over me. I don't know what the hell was going on here, and I switched it with another one from like a plastic container. That didn't work, and it's still doing it. I'm gonna put in little clips of what this thing's doing, but basically you spray it and it's a god-awful mess of epic proportions. There's finger marks. It looks like a goddamn crime scene in here. It looks like there's blood splatter. I feel like I need a forensic science team to come in here and tell me what the hell just happened, because I'm still confused. So here's how this video is gonna go, because I wanna be honest, I'm not a fake. Things don't always work out. That's life. You gotta grow up. You gotta just dust yourself off, or in this case, you gotta wipe off bloody fingers. And it had to be these two? It had to be. Why? Couldn't have been this one, right? Why not this one? Had to be this. Ridiculous. This is what's gonna happen. This video shows exactly how I would go about doing it. It worked already. I did the first video. My side markers came out perfect on the B5 Blue, but it was the can of spray paint that changed the whole project. If you have a good can of spray paint, if you're using black, if you're using a Mopar specific paint, if you're using and you find a can of spray paint like this, the surf blue like I had, or if you have your color, this paint can gave me no effing problem. This didn't have any problems. This thing just exploded in my hand. It's dripping shit. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm not a painter. I do the best I can. I try to put out content. I'm not a painter. Let me tell you something. This is either a murder scene or somebody's coochie is just causing all kinds of drama here. And I don't have a goddamn coochie. So you tell me what's going on. Like I said, if you follow the steps and you look at this video for what it could have been, basically, look at the video in the beginning. You can see how you take everything off. I'll show you how to put everything back on. If you're good at painting, then you should have no problems. If you're going to do what I'm going to have to do, tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to take my 4 failed, and I wouldn't even have an issue. And you know what pisses me off? Not to get completely off topic here, but the paint color itself was looking great. Everything about it. It's got the flake I want. Everything was looking good about it. I was having no problems. I was excited. Then out of nowhere, I'm gonna show you, it starts bubbling and boiling like a freaking witch's cauldron. Like I'm putting a goddamn spell on myself here. I don't know what's happening, but it was not good. Look at all the chunky sprays. It wasn't coming out fine anymore. And then you're holding it and it's like dripping bloody mess, like I'm holding an organ in my hand. I don't know what the hell. So what I'm doing tomorrow is I'm dropping these off in the morning early before I even go to work to my respected body shop, okay? I wouldn't normally do this. I hate doing this. I'm all about doing it yourself. But here's the thing. I don't have side markers on my car right now. I don't have another color match paint. I don't have any options right now. I really don't, everybody. I don't. So I lose. That's it. I lose this round. But this is the mod game. This is what happens. You can't be perfect. Everything could just go completely haywire. Again, this is the company, Automotive Touch-Up. It looks like I just suicided on here. Everything would have been fine. The color, awesome. Had the flake, had everything good. I don't know what happened. And I emailed them. I don't even want to hear anything about temperature storage or anything, because this goddamn can of spray paint was sitting inside inside part of my house, not inside the garage. It was inside a temperature controlled area. It wasn't in direct sunlight. I shook it the way I would shake any other can. Everything else was going right. My primer sprayed correctly. Look at this. Look at a giant blotch. That's bullshit. So now I gotta drop this off and I gotta do the walk of shame at my body shop. Unacceptable. And more unacceptable, again, just in case anybody was wondering, that's not okay. That's not okay. I have to go to work like this tomorrow. My coworkers are gonna say, oh, you had a fun night, didn't you? Well, no, I didn't, everybody. I didn't have a fun night. Not at all. The next clips you'll see are gonna be when I actually pick it up. They're quick. My body shop has done a lot of projects for me. I trust him, he's a good guy. So he'll do it, he'll spray it, he'll clear it. And when I get him back, I'll install him, I'll do some pictures, and I'll show you basically the end result is what people were coming here for the video anyway. It's not like a lot of people were even gonna wanna do this. A lot of people were just gonna see the video in the beginning. Oh, this is how you take it off. I'm gonna drop it off at my paint place. Perfect. And that's how you put it back on. Boom. So if that's the case, I hope you genuinely enjoy this video. This is just outrageous. I'm just gonna show you so you can see. Like I said, bubbling cauldron. It just, look at this, look. Forget, look at it. Look at this. Look at it. That's not even funny. It is, but it's not. So it is officially 2 days after I first started this video. So, you know, I'm feeling a certain type of way. But I'll be honest with you, I feel like everything worked out this way for a reason. I don't know. I mean, I think everything was heading in the right direction when I was doing it, and the can just effed me. But, you know, now looking at the side markers, I went to a body shop, you know, a town or so away, and I've been going to him for a while now, and he did a phenomenal job. I'm very excited to put these on, which is what we're about to do. I'm just going to show you real quick what I have. He did such a good job on the flake. They're very glossy. They're gonna match so well. If you look, my body shop did pretty damn good. If you want to see more of these side markers, you can go to my Instagram. It's my exact name on here, and I'll have pictures and I'm sure little clips. I am way more active on Instagram. It's just so much easier. It's a platform where I can communicate with you all there. So like I said, if you're on here and you're not on there, you're missing a little bit of something. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. She's done. Yeah, please excuse the filthy car. It's been a tough winter, tough spring. So I'll be getting back into a cleaning regimen and I'll start filming all that, but I just wanted to show this off. My guy did phenomenal. This looks so much better. This is what we got, everybody. Subscribe.